Hey, I'm Griff, and I'm here chatting with Milky.
So your new single "Head on Fire" is such an awesome song, and obviously you've teamed up with Sigrid after this kind of like online friendship blossom during the pandemic, which I think is something that everyone can kind of relate to. What was like the energy like when you guys finally, teamed up together to work on this song?
It was really nice. I think the energy was mainly just like not relief, but I think both of us have talked about how like when we're releasing our own singles and we don't really do collabs that often. I think I'm her first collab. There's so much pressure always on it, and I think we've always got to be so switched on and like think about every detail of the campaign and really be there and be present.
Yeah,
Whereas with this, I think we just both felt really relaxed because we were like, oh, it's like we're sharing the burden of it. So everything was fine. It was like the music video was way more relaxed and fun, and like doing interviews or like even the writing process, it was like just I think we both kind of let go in a different way because we knew it was a collaboration. So yeah.
yeah, it's so awesome. And so I know you said that you looked up to Sigrid as a young artist. So what kind of impact has this like empowering collaborative relationship left on your own artistry moving forward?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal because I remember her coming out and like yeah being super inspired just by another like girl who was doing all pop in a really cool way. Yeah, I don't know, I think I've loved how like non-pressure this release has been, and I think a
Yeah.
lot of the time it can feel like a lot of pressure, but we've both just been so chilled with it, and I hope I can kind of take that into doing when I return back to just doing it by myself, that kind of same feeling of like just letting go and actually trying to enjoy the process because I've enjoyed this process. So yeah.
Yeah, it's so lovely. And so can you kind of give us a bit of like insight into the conceptual nature of the song and what inspired it?
We met at this fashion show and it was like way too loud to speak. So then we were like, we should probably just hang out in the week since you're in town. And we just hung out in the studio and ended up writing this song. But I can't really remember all the details, but I just remember Sigrid coming in and we were both a bit frazzled and are both like kind of not in a great space mentally. And I guess we were probably bonding over that. And Sigrid was just playing these chords like on these synths and stuff. And I was kind of humming all these melodies and it came together pretty quickly. And then a few months later, I was like, maybe we should like release it. And I went in on the production and I finished it and was sending her and texting her all these different versions. And yeah, we got there in the end. So, yeah.
Yeah, so awesome. So obviously, a song called Head is on Fire. What like moments in life make you feel like your head's on fire?
Oh my God, I felt my head's on fire all the time. Whether that's a good or bad thing. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm so unorganized and I'm doing the adulting thing so badly that like everything feels like it's constantly on fire and I need to just like get my life in order. But I guess like yeah, the song kind of describes that like physical, that just a real tangible sense of really needing and wishing someone was there with you. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And so you mentioned the music video earlier, which is such a great clip. What was like your favorite scene from the visual and your like most memorable moment on set?
I just love all the bits where we're doing like this silly choreo because it wasn't like girl group choreo. It was just like fun, like loose choreo, and I don't know, I think we both enjoyed performing so much that it made sense to just like do a whole video where we're just enjoying performing the song. And so yeah, that moment where like we're on the stage and like the smoke is filling up and we're just like doing this like all these like really fun moves. I feel like that's like the funnest moment.
And so is there like a particular line from the song that you find will get stuck in your head more often than not? Like maybe going for a run or doing the dishes and it's the one that's, always singing away up there?
Oh. um Maybe it's the bridge. The bridge to me is fun. Yeah, because it goes from this like kind of really whispery, talky, like the lyrics are kind of the same as the chorus, and then it goes into this really anthemic thing, but it's quite repetitive. So yeah, I feel like that's like a bit of an earworm, which is kind of annoying. But yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not annoying. It's great. And so obviously, you taught yourself how to produce music. How do you think that understanding of making a song helps shape you as a songwriter?
I mean, it's kind of been everything for me. Because like, yeah, I guess I taught myself how to make beats, and it's kind of helped me express all my ideas and not have to rely on anyone to do that, and hopefully make songs that feel a bit more unique and interesting. So yeah, it's kind of like it's been everything. It's kind of my backbone to I don't think I can song right now without kind of knowing my like or wanting to hear what the production is as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's been really like empowering as like an artist as well to just know that like especially as a girl I'm like self-sufficient and I can just like write and make and do it all by myself. So yeah.
Yeah, it's so awesome. And so, last year was obviously a massive year for you. You became the first female artist to get to top 5 with a mixtape, hit the road for your first ever shows, won a Brit Award. Like, what is left on the to-do list? And, you know, will there be more new music this year? Like, anything you can hint at?
Honestly, I genuinely just have no plan at this point, which is probably the wrong thing to say. But this year, it's like, I think all the touring I couldn't do in the pandemic is now catching up with me. And so I'm basically spending the rest of the year on the road, which is kind of crazy because it's the first time I'm ever really doing that. So I need to figure out how to like write an album in the midst of all of that. But yeah, the focus now is to just like tour and kind of meet all the people that have been listening to my music. So yeah,
so awesome. And so obviously, speaking of touring, you are going on tour. You're also going to be touring with Dua Lipa, which is fun. What can audiences expect from one of your live shows?
Hopefully something that's just fun and like uplifting and yeah, high energy and just a fun time. Like, I hope people come ready to sing.
Yeah, I love it. And so, you know, when are we going to get you down to Australia? How's that happen?
The plan is to come before the end, like near the end of the year. The plan is to come. So fingers crossed that can all still go ahead. Because I'm dying to come for sure.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Lord, Taylor Swift. A rapper called Dave. Fearless, Taylor Swift. Grand Budapest Hotel. Hannah Montana. No One by Alicia Keys. Melanie Martinez in London. Best concert I've been to, maybe the Brits, if that counts.
I make the rules and I say it counts. Yeah. So there you go.
Thanks. I don't know. It's weird. I always had streaming as a kid, so I don't know if I ever like physically like put cash over the counter. Yeah, I don't think I don't know. The first, I don't think I did.
Yeah, all good. I know, it's so interesting, like asking that question and seeing like people who are like, oh, I've only really ever streamed. I know mine was Let Go by Avril Lavigne, and it just turned like 20 years old as well. And I'm like, oh no, I feel old.
A Spice Girl. I played a festival this summer. Latitude was pretty cool, or the Brits performance was also pretty cool. One Direction is always there, always a guilty pleasure. Probably say like maybe Michael Jackson, but he had influences too, like but yeah, maybe Michael. Advice would be just put the music out and so don't overthink shit. I don't feel like there was a definitive moment, but around like 8 or 9 or something, and I just loved singing and singing on the piano at home.